It's here! I cannot believe it!
What's in the box?
This box, I don't even know what to say. I mean, first of all, it's heavy, but look at the amount of tape that is on the box. That's the box that I sent out. I don't know how many months ago. Many, many moons ago is when I sent this box out with 11 books in it, and it's back. Hopefully not with the same 11 books in it. I don't want to say much because I just want to dive into this thing. Like literally it was just dropped off about 10 minutes ago and I just quickly set up everything for recording this. The only thing that I want to say, if you have no idea what's going on right now and why I'm lifting up this box, pause this video real quick, go in the description box down below and start at the beginning. Because this box has been traveling all around the US. It has been at 9 different destinations, and people took books out, put new books in, and then sent it to the next person. And this is the last stop. So if you haven't watched all the other videos, do that first, because then you see stop by stop what everybody has done. Seen all the people's reactions, and you know, you can follow along what they put in there. I have no clue what anyone put in there. You, right now, right this second, as you're watching this video, probably know already what's in this box. I don't. And I'm dying. Okay. Enough talk. I'm diving into this now. Isn't that a satisfying sound? I'm not even halfway through the tape right now. Are you kidding me? It's a red book on top. You guys, I've never seen a box like this. Okay, I think it's open. I saw a peek of the first 2 books. Okay, book 1. Yes, I love Dune. I've read this book before, and I'm really happy about this actually right now. Because I love this. I love the cover, and now I have, this is the 4th copy of Dune that I have then, and that's the cover that I've never bought before. I bought like some special editions, a German version, so I'm excited about having this because I would have never bought this for myself. And it, Dune. The next up is so timely. It's The Eye of the World that I haven't read yet, and with a TV show that just started, right? Didn't it just start? I probably have to eventually. Oh my goodness, that would be a long series to read, you guys. That is a really long series to read. But that's cool. I love this cover. I know it's cheesy fantasy art, but I love the cover of the first book. So I'm excited about reading this one, actually. Oh my goodness, there's a whole bunch of stuff in there. And then the next one, are you kidding me? Yes, I can finally read cards. I mean, that's Alan's fault. Like, that he introduced everybody on Discworld, I think. And I have been wanting to read it in forever, but I was always like, is this really something for me? Would I really like this? So I guess I have no excuse anymore. So this is really, really exciting. And dragon. Like, is there even a question about... There's a dragon on the cover. So yeah, I'm good. Listen, I haven't even made a dent into this box right now. So what is this? The Faded Sun trilogy. Wait, there's a spaceship on the cover. You see that? There's a spaceship on the cover. I've never heard of this book. Hang on. Oh, this sounds really good. Is this like a Middle Eastern inspired fantasy sci-fi type of thing? I've never heard of anything, like neither the author nor the book or anything. If this is Middle Eastern inspired, I'm totally all for it. And then that spaceship in the background is so cool. This came back, obviously. It's a good book. I'm sad that no one wanted to have this or wanted to read it. It was actually a really fun story. Oh, you all read it already? Is that maybe why that is? Oh yes, I had that on my list for a while. I wanted to read this Untamed from Glennon Doyle. I put it on my wish list and never actually got it. So when it comes to fiction, this is exactly the stuff that I like to read. So, ooh, great. Oh, I love this. Well, hello! That is also a book that I haven't read yet. The Night Circus from Erin Morgenstern, that I just heard a lot about. And I know that was published, like 2 or 3 years ago? 2011, oh, much longer, never mind. And that still has a huge fan base. I probably never looked much at it because I think it's categorized YA, so I'm excited to see. And isn't isn't circus fantasy a thing now? I know this sounds weird, but isn't that a thing now where you have different, like not just this one, but weren't there more fantasy books that have been released since then because this has been so successful? Oh, this is an awesome cover. Look at this scroll. Also, I have no idea, Dar Oakley in the Ruin of Imur by John Crowley. Wait, that name rings a bell. All right, does it say somewhere what this is about? No. We'll just roll with it. Oh, here we go. The first crow in all of history with a name of his own. The land of Kar, the realm of crows. Are you kidding me? Crows are weird birds because they have this witch type of aura to them. There's always a lot of mythology around crows and they always play an important role. So I'm really interested to see, oh, this is an interesting one. And are you kidding me? That cover is just gorgeous. I love that crow in here and I love witchy stuff and mythology and I'm excited about this one. Yes! I've heard a lot about this one too. Actually, do I have this? I'm not sure. I might actually have this because I remember a lot of people saying that there's a lot of like political intrigue and whatnot going on. And that is something that I like in fantasy and sci-fi a lot. So this is definitely a book that I had high on my radar already. And I mean, again, just this throne on the cover is just awesome. Great book from what I hear and definitely one that I want to try out. Okay, what else do we have? Here's something. Blood Dazzler Poems by Patricia Smith. Also very interesting. Oh, that's a weather map. I was like, that is interesting art. No, it's a weather map. Okay, what are you? Oh, is this about that hurricane? Because it says, a storm's eye view of the devastation that forever changed New Orleans and America. Is that about, oh, what was the hurricane's name? Darn it. It's poems. Hurricane Katrina. Oh, okay. Yep. It's about Hurricane Katrina. Oh, that is interesting. This is about the events of Hurricane Katrina, and she wrote poems about that. I don't think I've read a lot of poems, but that is an interesting concept here. This is why I love the idea of this book box, because you get things that you would have never in your life picked out, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, what is this? Give me a second, I'll read a couple. But yeah, this is like 8 a.m. Sunday, August 28, 2005. Katrina becomes a Category 5 storm, the highest possible rating. And then there's a poem associated with it. This is so interesting. This is a good one. I have this as a Kindle book. To be Taught of Fortunate by Becky Chambers. Yeah, I've read this. I loved this book. If you haven't read this, I mean, it's really short. Do it. It's so good. It's such a wholesome sci-fi story, and just what's happening in there is so weird on so many levels. And actually, this was one of my first sci-fi books. I think maybe the second or third sci-fi book that I've ever read. Oh, that is one gorgeous cover. Are you kidding me? I was looking at this at Barnes & Noble's the other day and I was like, oh, the cover, I should buy it. And then I didn't. So good that I didn't. Enemies bent on revenge, an unlikely alliance, one which left standing. Dun dun dun. Yes, this is going to be so much fun. Yes. Oh, another book of the month box. Another book. I can't even talk anymore. Another book of the month book. The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. I heard a lot of that. Was that not book of the year? Okay, book of the month, book of the year. But wasn't it also a Goodreads Choice Award thing or something like really big last year? Yes, again, this is, when it comes to fiction, this is the type of book I like to read, and I'm so excited about reading this. I've heard so many things about it. I haven't read it yet, but I have a reason now. I'm excited about this one too, so this is awesome. All right, we're nearing the end. Are you kidding me? Yes. Underground Railroad. That is also one of those fiction books. It's considered fiction, right? Is that considered fiction? I think so. Also one of those books, fiction books, that I really, really wanted to read. I'm really excited about this one. I think this is an older book that became popular again now with the whole Black Lives Matter movement. Yeah, 2016. And then it became more popular again. Isn't there a second book to it, or the same author came out with a similar book? I'm not quite 100% sure. But also one I'm really excited about right now. And because this was obviously a library book at one point, I like that it has a stable, what is it called, sleeve now? They put a protection around the sleeve so that, You know, I hate it when my book sleeves tear, so this is great. What is this? It's a chicken. Well, a baby chicken. You know, I had a book once where the front part was about the boy and then you had to flip it around and then the back part was about the girl. So for a second I thought this is similar, but it's not. That sounds like a young adult romance. Listen, that looks like a quick read. I have to definitely check this out. It looks like a romance book. Every now and then I like my romance. I just read 3 of them, so yes. This is a cool looking... Ooh, Picture of Dorian Gray. I haven't read this one. What a cool edition. Are you kidding me? Who gets rid of this? This is so cool. Wait, hang on. It looks like a little bit old, like an old style book. You know, how they used to be made. This is awesome. This is a pretty edition. I'm excited about this one. I love when books still have this classic feel to it, right? Like this is... It's not a flimsy book. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's linen bound. It has the gold edging. A coloring book? You guys crack me up. Well, I mean, it's the perfect timing, I guess. It's a Christmas coloring book. So this year, Christmas, you know what I'm going to be doing. These are beautiful drawings. So you can basically draw the entire story. And the Christmas Carol is one of my favorite Christmas stories. I love it. This is just awesome, you guys. There's one more book in here, and that also looks like one that is coming back. Yes, I put that in there too. So, 2 books came back. How many books are there in now? I sent off 11 books, and 18 books came back. They must have had fun in the box while it was with the post service. Let's just say that. You guys, this is incredible. I'm literally speechless. There's so many books that I really wanted to read. Untamed is one of them. This, Eye of the World. This that I literally just had in my hands. I mean, this is awesome. This is perfect. And then a bunch of books that sound so weird that I'm just really excited about diving into. I'm all for weird books that are not super popular everywhere and that people maybe have read, but no one talks about them for whatever reason. These 2 are definitely the 2 that I'm really, really excited about. So whoever put those in, thank you. And if you have more weird suggestions similar to that, please let me know. Things that I wanted to read for a while now and that I now finally have a reason to do so because I have the book. I'm excited about that stuff. And then things just to dry them out because I might have not bought those otherwise. Is this one? This sounds, I mean, the cover is just quirky. This that I had in my hands and now finally can buy. Well, anyway, you guys, oh my goodness. I hope for you have been watching, that you had a blast following along on who received what and what did people pick and just following along the choices. I definitely need to take a deep breath and really start reading a chapter or 2 of some of these books right now. For the Sisterhood of the Traveling Book Box plus the 2 male sisters that we had in our group. Thank you so much for joining me on this adventure. I know this has been a crazy idea, and given the status of the box itself, it definitely was a crazy journey for the box. I hope you had fun with this. I hope you thought that was a great idea and that you just enjoyed going through the box, seeing what people put in there, picking books, putting new books in there. I hope that you just had fun with that piece. And with that, all I can say is thanks so much for joining. Don't forget to subscribe to all of these amazing booktubers. Don't forget to like all the videos that they put out and let us know which books you would have picked. What is the book from my box? What's the book that you would dive in first? I want to know. I hope I see you soon with my next video. Until then, have a great rest of your day. Bye.